Hey guys, how's it going? It's pretty late at night right now, but for some reason or another I felt like making a video. Needless to say, it's been a while. If I were to guess the last time I made a video, I would probably say not recently. And I don't know, I just felt like saying happy 2018 to everybody. Hope your gaming and collecting is going very well. And as is the case with all videos on this channel, it will involve the collecting and the picking up of the old video game. Speaking of which should come as no surprise to anybody at all, there happens to be a Sega Saturn in front of me, which in itself is not new. However, this particular Saturn has been slightly modified. You probably can't make it out, I'm guessing, but hold on, let me get a flashlight. There we go, that's a little better. That is a secure digital card. The PCB in there, which has replaced the CD-ROM drive, is the Rhea/Phoebe, which is an optical disc emulator, I think. And basically it lets you play ripped games on the secure digital card instead of using your regular Saturn games. So I just installed that recently. And putting that aside for a second, and kind of related to that, I got these little pieces of plastic, which were sold separately, but basically, I don't know, once you put the PCB inside of there, it kind of leaves the whole thing exposed. So you could put this little tray in there, which I have to open up to install, but basically covers up that hole. It has these little ridges here to store other secure digital cards. So if you got a card, you can just kind of put it like that, and stays in place pretty well. So I'll be installing that someday, but yeah, that's all for the Rhea/Phoebe. Other than that, this thing works really well, really wonderfully, in fact. If you can get your hands on one, I definitely recommend it. So there's that, and similarly, I've got my Dreamcast out over here, which has undergone kind of the same treatments. Yeah, you can't see that at all. Hold on, let me get the old flashlight again. Oh, that's much better. You can see the GDROM laser has been replaced by the GDEMU. Anyway, same deal. It's an optical disc emulator, and it will basically let you play ripped Dreamcast games on a secure digital card. And let me just put that back in there. So there's that. And similar to the Rhea/Phoebe, it works really well, and enjoying it quite a bit. Don't have to fumble through my Dreamcast or Saturn discs anymore. But moving onward to, yeah, more hardware related stuff. This is a, well, if you know what this is, you know what this is. This is a OSSC. Oops, you probably can't make that out, but basically, this is basically a FrameMeister alternative. It's a line doubler, I'm told. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but, and I do have the FrameMeister kind of hanging out on the side here. I like the FrameMeister. The only kind of complaint that I have about it, especially with regards to playing Sega Saturn games, is that Sega Saturn games have a tendency to switch between 240p and 480i, which the FrameMeister doesn't handle very well. Every time it switches, it loses sync. The screen goes blank for like 4 or 5 seconds. It's pretty terrible, at least on my setup. And I got the OSSC just to try out how it handles that switching, and it seems to handle pretty well. When I've seen it switch, it only takes like maybe a second at most, which is very nice. So that's working out pretty well. Probably going to use the OSSC strictly for playing any Saturn on the big screen, and the FrameMeister, I guess, could go to my Sega Genesis. The Dreamcast will probably get its own little HDMI VGA adapter type of thing. And moving on to more video related hardware, I've got this thing. This is an gscartsw Lite, an 8x2 RGB SCART switcher, which in addition to being highly functional, just like looks really nice. It's a clearly very well designed, or at least it looks really cool. So just something to add to my setup as I'm futzing around with these various video related hardware stuff. And I guess on to some games. So this isn't a pickup. I've had Power Stone 2 for a long time, but this is just something I've been playing recently. 4-player mayhem. It's quite crazy. I have a lot of good memories with this game, so it's still fun playing on my own. And another game that I've been playing recently, Elevator Action Returns. This is not a new pickup, just something I picked up like a while back, but just never got around to playing. And as luck would have it, it's a good test for the Framemeister and the OSSC because this switches between 240p and 480i quite a bit during the opening sequences and menus and stuff like that. So there's that. And the rest of the stuff is kind of non-Saturn, non-Dreamcast related. I guess one of my 2018 resolutions is to branch out just a little bit. And toward that goal, I've got a 3DS game, which is Kokuga. I don't know much about this game other than it's kind of like a shoot 'em up. It reminds me a little bit of Zero Gunner 2. You can kind of shoot things in all directions, but a little bit like Hotline Miami in the sense that you're kind of dodging, going around walls and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. It was a little less than $10, so not a bad price. And hopefully I'll be able to check that out. Or, you know, it'll just go on the shelf and disappear forever. And speaking of branching out, or not really branching out at all, is game Tengoku, which is originally a Sega Saturn game, but I didn't even know that this came out recently. But this is basically, looks like a PlayStation 4 port. It's called Cruis'n Mix. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but it can't be bad. For whatever reason, they included a DVD with this Blu-ray. And there's a disc, which is the reason that I haven't played this yet, but the reason that it's open, because one of the first things I did was check to see if there's a disc in there. Because, you know, like Battle Garega came out recently and there was only like a download code, which was kind of a bummer for those who want physical copies. So yeah, I'm glad that there is a physical copy up in here. So yeah, there's that. And the last two, I guess I'll do this one first. This needs no introduction. This is Shin Samurai Spirits, otherwise known as Samurai Shodown 2 for the AES. I don't have a lot of AES games, precisely because they're just crazy expensive and I never see them. But what's special about this AES game is the fact that I actually saw an AES game in a store, and not only that, it was super cheap. It's 400 yen, so $4 US for Samurai Spirits 2, which is just insane. Pretty good price, I think. I mean, I suppose that Samurai Shodown 2 is not especially rare AES, it's no Metal Slug, but still, $4 for an AES game is a pretty good price. So yeah, there's that. Speaking of branching out and moving away from my Sega Saturn, I got a 3DS game, which ironically is just a compilation of old games, which I know is ironic. You buy brand new games for a new system and the games are just like a collection of old games. Seems like the more you go forward, the more I kind of go back to the old stuff. But that being said, the ports, these are all ports of classic Sega games, and they're all fantastic. Not just the games themselves, but the actual emulation port was done very well. The music is spot on, they look great, and yeah, I heard the team M2 usually does a pretty good job with ports to other systems. So I gotta look up and see what else they've done. But I've got the first volume here, and I have like the second and third volume hiding somewhere on the shelf of Doom and Gloom. But yeah, really happy to be playing that recently. I really enjoyed this a lot. And last but not least, it's not a game per se, but it is game related, so... And I'm not sure what this is all about exactly, but it's Batsugun, Truth Story Batsugun, whatever that means. This is not a game, this is actually a book. So, it's a comic book, it looks like. I'm not being very informative, but as the corner says, comic plus music plus making, it looks like there's a soundtrack up in here. The beginning parts of the book showcase some of the artwork, looking pretty nice. And that says shooting guide. I wonder if there will be anything useful in here. Oh look! How nice. A Happy New Year, guys! What's Batsugun? Batsugun, how to play, weapons, wow. Lots of good stuff in here. Anyway, like I said, I didn't even know this existed, and I just kind of randomly saw it online, so I decided to get it. Partially because it said Batsugun in the title. I wish I knew more about this, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do another video about it. Anyhow, guys, just want to say again, Happy New Year. Hope you all are doing well. Hopefully, I'll try to break my streak of one video a year. Maybe, who knows, I'll upload 2 videos this year, but no promises. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for now, so thanks for watching.